Hello, welcome to Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Alfonso, and this month we're going to be exploring samadhi, which is a Sanskrit word that can be translated as meditation, a deep single-pointed concentration on a specific object that we bring alive. And this month, I'm very excited that all our amazing teachers are going to be sharing their experience related to meditation and how to incorporate it and bring this alive in our yoga asana practice. And I hope you're excited too and you're part of this adventure. Samadhi, meditation, is the fourth power that we'll be building up out of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. And I really believe it's a superpower that we can all have and attain. I like to think that samadhi, meditation, can be brought into our yoga asana practice. Many of us think of meditation as something that is separate from the yoga asana practice. Maybe some of us think that the yoga asana practice prepares us for meditation, but many of us think that meditation happens under cushion and stillness. I like to think that we can bring our meditation mind into our yoga asana practice. And I like to think that our yoga asana practice can become a meditation in motion, a meditation in action, where we can have those deep moments of meditation inside our yoga asana practice. And we can accumulate these little moments where we step into this space of deep meditation inside our practice, inside the movement, inside the effort. And then as we do this, we're planting the seeds to, if we're not interested in meditation, maybe we're planting the seeds to become interested in meditation. But if we do meditate, I think we're planting the seeds to have deeper, more profound meditations when we go into the cushion and sit to meditate. So I hope you accompany us this month in all our classes with all our amazing teachers as we learn to bring meditation on our mat, off our mat, in our cushions, and into our lives. Hope to see you all in our classes, and I'm very excited about this month. Hope to see you all. Thank you. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Lydia. Here at the YSI, I share beginner Dharma yoga. And it's such a pleasure for me because yoga has meant so much to me, not only to be physically fit and healthy, but all the benefits that it brings me off my mat. Pairing that with contemplation practice, as well as an Ayurvedic lifestyle, I feel like I have been able to achieve so many more of my goals and dreams than I would have ever imagined. And I hope to share some of these techniques with you. I do all of these things, this inner and outer practice, because I want my life off the mat to continue to be wonderful. I love enjoying nature, being outside, spending time with family. And I think that my yoga practice is really what enriches those activities. So I hope to see you in my classes. Bye. Welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Lydia, and today I'm going to share a 60-minute beginner Dharma yoga practice with you. For our intention, I would like to set today's class that we focus on a Sanskrit word, samadhi, which means meditation. It's focusing our mind on a single object. We can think of it as developing a microscope, being able to bring our mind and focus on one single object very clearly. Now, as yogis on our mat, we're actually developing this skill. We're thinking, put the right hand here, put the left foot there, bring the mind back to the breath. So we're developing this mental muscle of being able to concentrate. We're developing our microscope. And then we can take this ability off the mat with us when we go into meditation, when we sit down on a cushion and we contemplate. And with our microscope, we can put anything under the lens that we'd like. So we can ask those big questions of who are we? Where are things coming from? What's really going on in my world? So as we practice our physical asanas on the mat today, I would like us to remember that we are building this mental muscle of a microscope to be able to focus on one single thing, and that we can take into our day off the mat, to our families, to our work, and to our cushion when we sit to contemplate. So let's go ahead and bring our hands to the center of our chest, closing our eyes. Just take a moment to think about yourself developing the most high, powerful, clear microscope, developing the capacity in your mind to focus on one single object without losing it. Imagine asking those deeper questions. What's really going on in my world? Where are things coming from? By pondering this question, by striving to answer it, we're planting such wonderful seeds to one day actually see where things are really coming from directly in our meditation. With that in mind, we'll begin class with an Om. Inhale. Aum. Coming to our mat, we'll begin to warm up with some sun salutations. Surya Namaskar. Feet together, palms at the center of our chest. We take our arms up and back, hands down to the mat. Uttanasana. Right leg steps back, right knee drops down, looking up. Palms on the mat. Left leg steps back, knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Coming through Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Tucking the toes, coming back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward in between the hands. Left knee drops down, looking up. Left leg comes forward. Uttanasana. Palms together. Arms come up and back. Hands to the center of the chest. Again, arms up and back. Hands down to the mat. Uttanasana. Left leg steps back. Left knee drops down, looking up. Right leg comes back. Nice strong plank. Knees, chest, chin down to the mat. Coming through Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Tucking our toes, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Arms engaged. Belly button back towards the spine. Left leg steps forward in between our hands. Right knee drops down, looking up. Right leg comes forward in between the hands, Uttanasana. Palms together, hands coming up and back. Hands to the center of the chest. Continuing with Shiva Namaskar, hands up and back. Hands down to the mat. Let's stay a little bit longer here in Uttanasana, putting our hands underneath our heels, bringing our abdomen and chest together, face next to the shins, abdomen engaged. If it's available to you and your chest and thighs still meet, go ahead and extend your legs, straightening the knees. Shoulders and knees close together. Releasing gently, palms on the mat. Right leg steps back, right knee drops down. You can stay here or putting that right foot on the ground, interlacing your hands, pushing that front left thigh away from the body, engaging the right leg, the right buttocks. You can stay here, maybe putting your hands on your waist, or if you'd like to do cactus arms, you may. Releasing our hands down to the mat. Left leg steps back to plank. You can do knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Coming through Bhujangasana or up dog. Pushing back, downward facing dog. Our quadriceps are engaged, arms pushing away from the mat. Imagine the crown of your head is able to touch the mat. Stepping our left foot forward in between the hands. Let's stay low, keeping our chest and our thigh together. Extending our arms forward, looking forward. From here, slowly coming up to a warrior one. Hips facing forward. Our front leg stays at a nice 90-degree angle. Opening up to a warrior two. You can adjust your back leg if you need to. Engaging that right leg. Nice and strong. Bringing our attention to the center of the chest. Recalling to mind samadhi, meditation. Today we're devoting this practice to developing our microscope, the ability to focus on one single object. Let's put more weight into our front left leg. We're going to come forward to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, placing our left hand on the floor to the left side of our left leg, lifting our arm and leg up. We want to look to the floor, maintaining our balance. And then as you feel comfortable, twisting, looking up, going up towards the ceiling, opening that right hip, right shoulder back. Gently, gracefully coming back to warrior two. That was a great one to develop our microscope of focus. Now from here, left arm on the left thigh, right arm extended, easy side angle. You can stay here or dropping that left arm down to the mat, right shoulder spiraling back. Releasing, bringing our right arm down to the mat. Let's bring our right knee closer, creating a nice little 90-degree angle box. Putting our left hand on the small of our back, right hand on the outside of our leg. Everybody twisting to the left. Releasing this pose. Right arm elongates nice and tall, crossing over to the outside of our left leg, palms together. Trying to get those palms to the center of your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Our right shoulder and right knee are close together. Our right shoulder with our left knee. And if it's available to you, extending that back leg nice and strong, looking up. Releasing this pose. Let's walk our hands to the center, opening our compass a little bit more. Prasarita Padottanasana. Trying to get the crown of your head on the mat. This is a wonderful inversion. Trying to get your hands, maybe even your shoulders, in between your feet. On the inhale, lift up. Coming to your right, bending that right leg, 90-degree angles, keeping your chest really close to the thigh. Extend our arms forward, looking up. Coming up to a nice warrior one. Shoulders down and back. Belly button towards the spine. Opening to warrior two. Bringing all your attention to the center of your heart. Recalling to mind samadhi, meditation. Today we're working on our microscope to stay focused on one single object. Let's come forward to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to bring our left foot forward, right hand on the ground on the outside, about 6 inches in front of our right foot, bringing our leg up. You can stay looking at the ground, get your balance, and then opening up, looking up, trying to look up towards the ceiling, pointing our left toes. Releasing gracefully back down to warrior two. Easy side angle. Right arm down to the thigh. Left arm extended. You can stay here, or if you did the variation on the other side, dropping your right hand down to the mat. Opening that left shoulder back. Releasing left hand down to the mat. Bringing our left knee to make a cute little 90-degree angle box. Right hand on the back, small of our back. Left hand on the outside of the right thigh, twisting to the right, looking over the shoulder. Head releases back to center. Left arm extends. crossing over on the outside of the right thigh, palms together, hands at the center of the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. If it's available to you, extending the back, left leg, twisting even farther, opening up to the right. Releasing this pose, coming back to Prasarita Padottanasana, hands between the feet, crown of your head resting on the mat, back to a wonderful inversion. Bringing your attention to the space between the eyebrows. On the inhale, coming up, moving your hands to the left side. Let's bring our left leg back. Nice strong plank. You can do knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Coming through. Urdhva Mukha, or upward facing dog. Pushing back. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward in between the hands. Left knee drops down. You can stay here or interlacing the hands, pushing that right thigh away from the body, engaging our left leg, left buttocks. If you did variations on the other side, maybe hands on the waist or cactus arms. Hands down to the mat. Left leg steps forward, Uttanasana. Putting our hands underneath our heels. You can bend your knees as much as you need to, as long as your chest and your thighs meet. If it's available to you, then you can begin to extend the legs. Shoulders and knees staying close. Releasing your arms, palms together, arms up and back, hands to the center of the chest. Interlacing our hands, pushing our palms away from the body, elongating the arms up towards the ceiling, leaning to the left, opening the right side of your body. Inhale, back to center, leaning to the right, opening the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to center, and releasing our arms down. We'll do dancer pose or a variation of dancer pose, keeping our left leg engaged, nice and strong, abdomen engaged. We were going to bring our right foot to our right hand, keeping our knees together. We don't want to have our legs flying around. Knees together. Left hand at the center of the chest, Jnana Mudra. Pick a drishti, a place you'd like to focus on. Now, if this is easy for you, you can extend your hand, palm facing down, or hand up, looking up towards your thumb. We practice these balancing poses while we do our asana to increase our concentration, building that mental muscle. Release gracefully. Now we'll go to the other side. Right leg engaged, abdomen engaged. We're going to bend our left leg, 90-degree angle with our left arm. Again, lots of choices. You can keep your hand together here at in Jnana Mudra at the chest, or palm down, or hand up, looking up towards your thumb. And gracefully releasing our hand down, leg down. Let's kneel on our mat with our seat over our heels, grabbing our feet, looking up towards the ceiling, bringing our chest down towards our thighs, crown of our head on the mat, lifting our thighs up, Shashankasana hair pose. Receiving all the benefits of an inversion, getting our heart over our head. Our brain is cleansed with fresh, clean, oxygenated blood. Let's bring our attention to the space between the eyebrows, our sixth energy center. And let's imagine a rose or a lotus. Releasing our hips back down over our feet. Lifting our chest up, looking up. Head back to center. Let's bring our hips to the left, legs to the right. Lying down on our mat. We're going to do 3 poses. Salamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand, Halasana, plow pose, and Matsyasana, fish pose. We have lots of variations for you to choose from. With our hands on the mat, nice and firm, we're going to bring our legs up. Now, you can keep your legs here at a 90-degree angle if these poses are too difficult for you and you're really resting your legs, receiving the benefits. So, if you'd like to continue, pushing into the mat, bringing our legs back. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. If your feet don't touch the ground, you can use your hands to support your back. If your feet do touch the ground, go ahead and interlace your hands, rocking back and forth on the tippy top of your shoulders, extending your legs if that's available to you. Using our hands to support our back, you can bend your knees, keeping your knees above your forehead. This is one option. Or you can extend your legs at a 45-degree angle. Or if it's available to you, legs nice and straight, toes reaching towards the ceiling. Salamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Closing our eyes, bringing our attention to the space between the eyebrows. You can picture a lotus flower or a rose. Releasing this pose, bringing our knees down towards our forehead, bringing our knees towards our ears. Again, if your feet don't touch, support your back. If your feet do touch, interlacing your hands. If it's available to you, straighten your legs. Halasana, plow pose.
bringing your attention to the space between the eyebrows, where our attention goes, our prana flows. Putting our palms on the mat, slowly bringing our back down vertebrae by vertebrae. Our hips are on our forearms. Before our legs touch the mat, prop yourself up on your elbows. You can keep your chin next to your chest, just really elevating the chest up. Or if it's available to you, dropping your head back, allowing the crown of your head to touch the mat. Matsyasana, fish pose. Bringing our attention to the center of the chest, recalling to mind samadhi, the Sanskrit word for meditation. We're dedicating today's practice to developing our capacity to keep our mind focused on one single object. We can take this skill with us into our day, off the mat, and into our meditation, so we can ask those big questions about where things are really coming from. Releasing this pose, lying on our back, bending our legs, bringing our heels towards our sit bones, grabbing the outside of our ankles. We're going to come up to bridge pose. So engaging our legs, pushing up, pelvis comes up towards the ceiling. You can rock on the tippy top of your shoulders. Releasing down, lowering our hips. Let's do happy baby, grabbing the outside of our feet, rocking from side to side, allowing our knees to touch down, coming back to center, bringing our heels towards our sit bones one more time, grabbing our ankles. We'll do bridge pose or supported bridge. So everybody starts the same with our legs engaged, pushing our pelvis up towards the ceiling. You can stay here in bridge pose or bringing your hands to your lower back or your buttocks. We can do supported bridge. If you'd like to play, put more weight into your right foot, allowing your left foot to rise up, pointing the toes, lowering the left leg down, putting more weight into that left leg. Right leg becomes light, lifting up, lowering the right leg down, and releasing hips down to the mat. Let's take happy baby again, grabbing the outside of our feet, rocking from side to side. Coming to center, lowering our lowering our heels to our sit bones. Let's cross our right leg over our left thigh, keeping our foot at a 90-degree angle. We'll interlace our fingers and we're going to pull our left leg towards our chest, really opening the right hip flexor, allowing that right knee to drop down away from the body. Bringing that left leg down to the mat, hands on the mat. Now we're going to press our hips up, keeping that right leg 90-degree angle, flexed at the ankle, allowing the knee to drop down away from the body. Releasing, lowering our back down to the floor. Other side, bending our left leg, keeping that foot at 90-degree angle, interlacing our hands, grabbing the right thigh, bringing it towards the body. Opening our left hip. Lowering our right foot down to the floor. Hands on the mat, nice and strong. Lifting up, allowing that left knee to drop down and away. Releasing our hips back down to the mat. Uncrossing the left leg, nice and easy. Rolling to the right hand side. Coming up to seated. Paschimottanasana. We can bend our legs as much as we need to. Lifting our hands overhead, elongating our back. We begin to lean forward. You can hug your elbows underneath your knees. Or if it's available to you, you can grab your heels. As long as your chest and your thighs meet, you can begin to extend your legs, always working according to your condition. Let's bring our attention to the base of our spine, to our first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. Breathing in and out of the chakra. Developing our microscope, we're going to focus only on the chakra. Inhale, release in this pose, bending our feet firmly on the mat, hands behind us, fingers facing back, lifting up a straight line between our knees, our hips, our shoulders, allowing our head to drop back. Releasing our hips down to the mat. Arms are parallel to the mat, legs parallel to the mat. We can stay here, or if it's available to you, you can straighten your legs. Nice tall back. We'll do Bastrika, breath of fire, breathing in and out quickly. Releasing, legs down to the mat, hands behind us, pushing up, knees, pelvis, shoulders in a straight line, dropping our head back. Releasing our hips down to the mat. Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Let's bend our left foot, sole of the foot next to the right thigh, bending our right knee as much as we need to. Arms overhead, elongating nice and tall. And then we begin to fall forward, keeping our chest and thigh together. If it's available to you, you can begin to extend that right leg, always working according to your condition. Let's take our attention to the space between the eyebrows and imagine a rose or a lotus. Inhale, releasing this pose. We'll do the other side. Bending our right leg, sole of the foot next to the inner thigh. Bending the left leg as much as we need to. Arms overhead, elongated. Begin to lean forward. Again, chest and thigh meet, chin and knee meet. And then you can extend that left leg. Bringing our attention to the space between the eyebrows. Imagining a rose or a lotus. Inhale, release in this pose. Bringing both of our feet together, soles of the feet touching. Creating a nice little diamond, lots of room between your pelvis and your heels. Interlacing our hands together, Kali Mudra. Arms above, elongating the back first. Bringing our hands over our feet. Elbows open wide, allowing the chest to fall forward. Maybe your head, your forehead, or your chin can touch your feet. Bringing our attention to the space between our eyebrows. Let's imagine a beautiful diamond, crystal clear. Inhale, lifting up, putting the soles of our feet on the mat. We'll come to Malasana. With our palms together at the center of our chest, we're going to use our triceps to push our thighs back, elongating the spine nice and tall, looking up, finding the place where the wall and the ceiling meet. Gracefully releasing our hands. Let's put our right hand extended, palm on the floor or on the mat, left arm up, opening our chest, twisting to the left. Release in the pose. Now let's put our left arm straight on the mat, right arm extended, looking up.
Releasing this pose. Lying down on our mat, belly down, with our hands underneath our shoulders, feet together. On the inhale, we're going to push up to cobra. Legs engaged, buttocks engaged. Strong arms, shoulders down and back. Front of the body is loose, coming forward. Releasing belly down, chest down. We'll rest the right cheek on the mat, right arm and right leg straight, left arm, left leg bent in a 90-degree angle. Resting in Parshvashavasana. Bringing the right arm, right leg back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders. Legs engaged. On the inhale, push up. Maybe coming up a little bit higher. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Releasing the pose, belly down, chest down. Resting our left cheek on the mat, left arm, left leg straight. Right arm and right leg in a 90-degree angle. Coming back to center. Bending our legs, grabbing our ankles on the outside. We'll do Dhanurasana, bow pose. On the inhale, we're going to kick our legs up and back. Preparing. And inhale, legs up and back. You can rock forward and backward. You can rock from side to side. Sri Dharma Mitra always says, you have to find the tricks that work for you. Nice, strong legs. Releasing those legs down, chest down, and relax. Locust pose. Legs together. On the inhale, we're going to lift everything up. Arms up, legs up. Ready? Inhale. If you'd like an added challenge, interlacing the hands, Kali Mudra. Releasing down. Pushing back to child's pose. Hips over the heels. Hands back. Palms up. Coming up. Feet to the left. Legs to the right. Spinal twist, crossing that right leg over the left. Right arm behind us. Left arm extends nice and long, crossing over on the outside of our thigh. You can keep your arm bent like this, 90 degrees, or maybe making a fist, twisting a little bit more. On the exhale, going all the way to the right.
Releasing our head back to center. Releasing the twist. Other side. Crossing our left leg over the right. Left hand behind us. Right arm extends nice and tall. Crossing over the outside of our leg. You can keep your hand up, or maybe if you want to make a fist, bringing the hand down towards the thigh, twisting to the left. Releasing head back to center. Releasing our arms and legs, lying down to Shavasana. Feet relaxed, palms up. Relaxation is the best antidote for all impurities. Bringing your attention to your left palm, left fingertips. Relax. Left wrist, left forearm, left elbow relaxed. Left shoulder, left arm, loose and heavy. Bring your attention to your right hand, right fingertips. Relax. Right wrist, right forearm, right elbow. Relax. Right shoulder, right arm, loose and heavy. Take your attention to your left foot, left toes. Relax. Left ankle, left calf, left knee. Relax. Left thigh, left hip, left buttocks. Relaxed. Right foot, right toes. Relaxed. Right ankle, right calf, right knee. Relaxed. Right thigh, right hip, right buttocks. Relax. Back of the body, loose and heavy, melting into the mat. Abdomen and chest relaxed. Neck and face relaxed. Now leave the body by itself. Take your attention to the
center of your chest, recalling to mind the intention we set at the beginning of practice. Focusing on the Sanskrit word samadhi, which means meditation. We dedicated this practice to developing our ability to concentrate on a single object, like a microscope. We can point at anything we'd like. Developing this clarity, we can take it off our mat into the world, whether it be with our family, at work, or sitting quietly in meditation, where we can ask those bigger questions. Who are we? Where is my world coming from? When we perceive those answers directly in meditation, we can take those answers into the world and help all living beings everywhere become happy and free. Beginning to move your fingers and your toes, gently rolling to your right hand side. When you're ready, Come up to seated. We'll do a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana Pranayama with our left hand in Gyana Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra, index and middle finger down, turning our hand towards our face. Our thumb will block our right nostril. Our ring finger will block our left nostril. We'll breathe in on the left, hold for 4, out on the right. In on the right, hold for 4, out on the left. That'll be 1 round. Again, index and middle finger down, turning our hand toward our face, closing your eyes. Exhale completely, thumb on the right nostril. Inhale on the left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, close both nostrils. Exhale on the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale on the left. Inhale on the left. Hold both nostrils. Exhale on the right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Lower your right hand and turn to your natural breath. Hands together at the center of your chest. We'll conclude today's practice with an Om and 3 Shantis. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for joining me today here at YSI. I'll see you next time. Take care.